Not just that Hot has rescued her from death, but also that burn in his skull, that wet was wilder, as if the boy had mortared into a man. She had always thought him a Winnie, a love-struck sop, but now she had seen the alpha wolf inside, the one who commanded her love and didn't back none. She had never admitted to being aroused by the thought. She had plotted the death of any boy or beast who dared to claim her. Yes, here she was, letting this one touch her, even though his fingers smelled of smoke and fish. She rolled over to Hot. What did you and Tetris talk about up there on the stove? Every time I looked, you two were deep in conversation. Hot and Tetris exchanged the glances. Business tips, said Hot. What by? Said Tetris. Ah, said Sophie. Liars. Maybe this is the real second test, though. Agatha wondered, finally freed from Tetris' lips. The more I think about this tournament, the stranger it is. Here she goes again, Tetris said, thinking. A revelation to you, I imagine, said Sophie. Aggie, what do you mean? The tournament season ways. 3 tests. Whoever stays ahead wins. Agatha reasoned. If Tetris or Jeff swallowed the pill, one of them would have had a head start on the next test until the other figured it out. So, how did Arthur know neither of them would win? How did he have that second test prepared? Tetris said so. I don't understand. Of course you don't, said Sophie. But Saki's right. Arthur's ghost is speaking from the dead. And yet, he was ready for the case that neither you nor Japheth would win. My dad is Furuf, Tetris defended. He would have related for all possibilities. All he knew all along killing Agatha would be the second test, said Sophie, because he had planned for Agatha winning the first. You think my dad wants me to kill my future queen? Tetris mocked. But Agatha was still looking at Sophie. That's the line when he announced the tournament. The future I've seen has many possibilities. Somehow he had a view to the future, Sophie said, finishing Agatha's thought. Tetris scoffed. My father wasn't a magician. He couldn't have seen the future. And yet, he knew we would be at his achieve, looking for the first answer. That's why he has set the leaf clues for us there, said Agatha. Either Arthur made a lot of lucky guesses, or your father saw ahead, even when Augustus couldn't. Tetris' face changed. But who would have told him? Who would have helped the team see the future? You're asking the wrong question, said Hart. They turned to him. The question is whether that person was on your side, said Hart. Sophie and the others fell silent. Together, they gazed at Esmeralda, who seemed to have developed command over the fire, summoning magical shapes out of the flames. A tree, a cave, a sword. Mama is a wizard, he said, hopping around. See, look, Mama. I'm looking, Merlin, said Agatha, seemingly both relieved that he had his magic and disconcerted by how fast Merlin was growing. In the last day, he had become unpredictable, in touch with his powers, and still weeks away from knowing his potential. So many things we don't know, said Thaddeus. Why that he does widow, how the Green Knights and Snake are connected, whether my future is fated or within my control. The prince patted the sleeping camel. Just better be the way, Sir Camel, because it's the only way we have left. Sir Camel is a she, said Agatha. Princess and prince drifted off to sleep. Hot, too, began to yawn, leaving only Sophie to keep watch as the sun rose, tinting the docks with wintry light. Soon, Uma returned with a scanty stock of fish and fell asleep with the others, while her nymph flew back out to sea. Merlin, meanwhile, was still babbling and pitching things into the fire, conjuring random shapes. But in time, even the wizard child had enough, and after Sophie fed him the next drop of potion, he went down between her and Hot. Sophie forced herself to stay awake, her eyes pinned on the sea for any incoming ships. Her lids heaved, her focus blurring back to the fire. The flames seemed to heighten, growing unnatural colors, yielding new shapes, as if Merlin could control them even in sleep, a few into his unconscious. First, a blue butterfly, then a black snake, then a green, headless man rising from the fire, his neck a bloody stump. But he had a hat now, Sophie saw. He carried it under his arm. Thaddeus said. Peekaboo, Thaddeus said. Sophie bounded awake to a wash of sun. The fire was out, the ashes long cooled. Merlin was sound asleep, snuggled on Hot's chest. Agatha and Thaddeus, too. But something was different. The camel, Sophie realized it. It was gone. Sophie lifted her eyes. A ship was at the docks. Sails wet and gold. Across the stern carved letters.